There's what you call a mist forecast. A couple inches of snow on the ground, but there's full, pretty much 4 inches of snow is what we got. It's supposed to be an inch. Well, it's just part of the deal. Getting ready to head out, and we'll get the snow beat out, and we'll run some traps. Hopefully we can make it up and down that hill okay. It's pretty steep going down to this pond. What a great forecast that was. Hickbilly Outdoors, GW Verts. This will be an adventure. Well, that was not as much fun as I thought, or maybe it's exactly the same amount of fun as I thought. Boat's floating. It did not come down that hill like I thought it would, like a sled. It come down hard. I said I've never had it in the water before. That's the first time, so make sure it doesn't have any major leaks before we go out on this thing. I'm gonna check these 3 traps I have set on the dam. The first 3 I set yesterday. That one's still good, of course. We made an awful lot of noise. I made an awful lot of noise in here yesterday, so, you know, you just don't know. That one's good, but that foam come from across the lake and blew in on it, so I guess we'll have to move that. So the boat's a fail. Even without my weight in it, it's got an inch of water in the bottom already, so I know. Guy told me it didn't leak. I've only had one John boat in my life that didn't leak. I never had a brand new one. The one I'm using to fish out of now doesn't leak. It will someday because it's a John boat. That one's leaking bad enough I'm not going to take a chance. You get 200-something pounds in there, it's going to get ugly. So we got a long walk ahead of us, and I'm not really sure if we have any fur, how we'll get it out except drag it back out. We'll see. Part of it, looking across the way where I have traps that I can see several holes I couldn't see off when I was on the bank, which is fine. You can't set them all. There's 1, 2, 3 visible ones I can see right there. Maybe a 4th one down there. I got 9 traps set on that little stretch, so can't get it all. How many folks will do all this cold, get in the water, cold water, snow, whatever, for critters that are hardly worth a penny? Well, I'm one of them. Check this rat trap. Don't think falling in until I'm ready to fall in. I just packed my gauntlets, my setters, can't get nothing out of the way, and my safety. Oh, that's in there. It's fired. It's fired, huh? I didn't deep enough, maybe one went over the top of it. Well, that's okay. That means maybe a rat's there. Okay, I'll reset that. That's not a big deal. Okay, the first 2 traps were a bust, and to be honest with everybody, there was actually tracks between the 2 in that little ditch, so where I set them things. I have to be careful. There's holes in this thing. I could see falling in one of them and getting stuck in a beaver den, or worse yet, an otter den. This is not what I expected. Calling for maybe an inch or a dusting. Oh, I just stepped in a hole. Son of a buck. This is gonna be screwy. No other tracks yet. Up on my first set right here. That's where the holes were the worst up here, I think. That trap's still good. So I made an awful lot of noise here. I'm making too much noise right now. And animals get weird. So there's some tracks in that first ditch. And that trap is fired. Down there. Let's see what happened with it. Yeah, it's fired. Nothing. That happens. I'm not really sure. Otter so quick he made us knock it over. We'll fix that coming back out. Okay, here's a Interesting. I'm gonna get to see which slides are used the most, I guess. So look at this. There's P. The critters been up and down that one. I skipped that one yesterday because it was so wide. Look at that. And we got tracks all over right here. They didn't go down the other side. Fresh P. Otter. Still waiting to fall in a hole. Okay, I got a beaver, it looks like, up there. So there's something. Got a beaver in that one. I'm waiting to fall in one of these holes. This one's okay. I got a little beaver up there, of course. Can't be a big one. That wouldn't be good, would it? Try not to trip in every tree and knock snow on me. That one's good, so just gonna have the one beaver, I guess. Well, better than a sharp stick. No more sign on top of this dam at all. I see some more up here though. No more tracks or nothing, except right up here I see something. And over here on the left I see some. Places I didn't see it. Yeah, there's that whole crossover is covered in pea and tracks. See it through there, so that's good. I may end up moving some traps. That's okay. It's doable. Huh? Very doable. Still waiting to fall in a hole. I think I'm through the worst of them. Got two more up here yet. And I got a beaver in one, and the other one's not fired. So 2 beaver for the morning. I'm gonna check out some more sign here. Obviously that one got hit. That was a hole on that where the beaver's at. I sure missed on the otter though. I don't really know why. It's okay. Another crossover right here. They peed, pooping, making all kinds of stuff happen. So, okay, I might have to get in the water now. So there's that. That part's gonna be fun. That's what we do. I'd like to tell y'all how much fun that is, but it really isn't fun. Beaver trapping is the hardest work there is. Slide down through the thorns and slick and slimy, and getting him out of the trap, just getting him up here is a trick, because beaver are just horrible about wanting to roll back to you. Now I gotta get him all the way over there. Whatever. And I've drug him further. And then I gotta skin him, flesh him. Beaver are hard work. Got one more to go take care of. We'll worry about it later. Get down there and get to that one. I gotta go around the other side of this set, I think, to get in. Well, to be able to get back out anyway. I had a thought that I could throw in beaver out there and they'd drift over the dam for me. My luck, I'd get somewhere where I couldn't get them picked up. They'd get hung on something. I'm gonna do it the hard way, the old way. Okay, so there's number 2. Both full-grown beaver. This one's not as big as the other one. That one's probably almost 50 pounds, maybe a little over. It's funny, you don't want to film all this stuff. I don't want to film all this stuff. Yeah, I'm breathing hard. It's a lot of work. I went off the bank next to the other. I got another set in there. I went in yesterday a little bit farther to the south where I found another hole. Ooh, I went in crotch deep quick. Luckily I had a hold of something. That's the kind of things that make it fun to be a beaver trapper. Look at that big flip deal in the wintertime. Trying to film wearing gauntlets. You know what? Now comes the fun part. I gotta get these suckers out of here. It's gonna take a while. There's no way I can do them both at the same time. I didn't bring any rope with me. I think I'll pack the smallest one out. He's not little. Let's pack him out. And I'll bring a rope back and maybe drag the other one. So stay tuned for the aftermath. I am a little bit, very slightly upset I didn't catch any otter, because the only thing I'm seeing up here is otter tracks. There's a bunch of them. There's been a couple otter up here, I think. Went down through there. I'm going to leave them alone for a few days. If I don't catch the otter, I'll rethink it. Or put more traps out, whatever. You know what? This getting old ain't for weenies. I forgot I'd had trap fired, because it's laying here fired, right? So I just climbed down in here, stuck in everything I can be stuck in. Get down here and, well, that's an otter tail. So I did get one of them dirty boogers. Look at this. I didn't see it from up above. Look at that. I got him. And that's beaver cool, but I want to get them otter. Of course, I suitcase the heck out of him, but I'm going to call that a successful trip, y'all. 2 beaver and otter. And I still got to get them all back. I've got an idea for that, though. I've come up with a genius plan. So I'm going to get this taken care of. I may meet y'all back at the truck. I got critters laying everywhere all of a sudden. Oh well, I did not see that otter. Isn't that amazing? Wow, so here's my genius idea. I'm going to take those 2 beaver, put them with that otter, and I'm going to push that foam out as hard and far as I can. And hope it drifts over there where I can get to it. I've got a fishing rod with me. You know what, I think we can make that happen. At least get over the dam where I only got to take it. I'm not being lazy, I'm being smart. Okay, don't judge me. Bon voyage, critters. I'm picking that up, it looks like, oh, I'm fogged up. Son of a butt, get me fogged up. Okay, critters are on their way. They'll at least make it partway down the dam. Look at them go. Isn't that beautiful? I'm going to remake this set. By the time I get over there, maybe I can get a hold of them. Freaking genius. That's Hickbilly genius right there. Or whatever. I'm going to call that a success. You know? I'm pretty sure I can wade out there and get to them. So, you know what? Thank y'all for watching. I appreciate it. I'm going to call that first night okay here, trying to help my neighbors out with their beaver and otter issues. We got more to catch, I'm sure.